Alright. So let's start with our discussion for audit of inventory. So pangatlong discussion natin to. So sa inventories, ano bang pinoproblema dyan pagdating sa audit? Mostly yung timing differences, tandaan nyo yung principle ng FOB shipping point, FOB destination, di ba? Mga pre-onboard, LCNRV, yung mga gross profit rate, yung retail, tandaan nyo rin yun. And usually, yung inaano dyan, mga loss damage goods, yung mga loss. Tandaan nyo rin kung yung ownership, balikan nyo talaga yung naging lessons nyo sa FAR. Lalo na yung mga, kailan nagtatransfer yung ownership, di ba? Sa shipping point, kailan nagtatransfer? Kapag na-ship na yung goods. Sa destination, natatransfer lang kapag dumating na sa customer yung goods, di ba? So, maraming ano dyan. Basta balikan nyo lang yung na-discuss nyo sa inyong financial accounting kasi ilang beses ko na itong inulit-ulit. Dapat mag-gets nyo yung FAR nyo bago kayo tumalon ng odd probs or anything or auditing in general. Kasi sa auditing, dyan na mag-start yung application ng natutunan nyo sa financial accounting reporting, and other subjects sa IFAR, di ba? So with that, let's start with the discussion. Third installment na natin to for our auditing problems part 1, the audit of inventories tayo ngayon. So may 4 problems tayo. So basically, ganito, problem number 1. So dito, sabi, saan yun? Okay, si Bird Company is a manufacturer of small tools. Now, the following information was obtained from the company's accounting record for the year ended December 31, 2018. So, ito daw. Nung inventory count, December 2018, based on physical count in Bird's warehouse at cost on December 21, 2018. So, ito yung based on physical count, yung inventory niya, 3,740. Yung accounts payable niya so at the end of the period, 2,830. Net sales, ibig sabihin sales less returns, 19,386,800. Now, ito yung mga additional informations nung nag-audit ka. So, ito So, tandaan itong mga ano to. Kasi it will affect. Ngayon, una, meron yung style, di ba, yung sinasabi na before mo basahin yung problem, basahin mo muna yung question. Para malaman mo kung anong hahanapin mo sa problem. Mga normal things na take into account lang. So, ito unang tanong, Bird's December 31, 2018 inventory should be increased by how much? So, magkakaroon ng adjustment. Bird's accounts payable balance should be increased by how much? Adjustment ulit. The amount of net sales to be reported on Bird's income statement for the year ended. Magkano? Bird's statement of financial position should be reported, should report accounts payable. So, magkakaroon tayo ng mga adjustments dito, di ba? And yung inventory natin sa ating statement ng financial position as of the year ended. So, ito yung mga mag-change or mag-affect sa ating balances. So, una, the physical count included tools billed to customer FOB shipping point. Tanda nyo, shipping point. Noong December 31, 2018. Now, these tools cost 192 and were billed at 235,500. So, ito yung cost, 192. Ito yung sales price niya. Basically, were billed at 235,500. Now, take note, it is shipping point. However, they were in the shipping area. So, nasa shipping area lang sila, waiting to be picked up by the customer. So, kanino napunta yung ownership? Yeah. Goods, number 2, goods ship FOB shipping point rin by a vendor. So, papunta kay Birdie, yung yung goods. Now, ito, in transit na daw yung goods na to. Nung December 31, 2018 dapat yan. Nag-typo yung These goods were invoiced with invoice cost 279 and were shipped on December 29, 2018. So yan. Work in process inventory costing 81,000 was sent to a job contractor for further processing. So ano masasabi nyo dyan? Hindi siya nakasama sa physical count kasi nasa contractor siya for further processing kasi work in process pa lang. Not included in the physical counts were goods returned by customer on December 31. So, hindi nasama sa physical counting. These goods costing 147,000 were inspected and returned to inventory noong January 7. So, ni-return ni customer on December 31 pero record lang siya as returned sa inventory noong January 7. by next year. So, next period pa siya return. And with that, credit memos for 203, 400 were issued to the customer at the date. So, ano meaning yan? Tawag ito? Ano meaning, sir? Pag nag-credit memo, di ba? Tandaan nyo, yung na-discuss natin yan sa di ba? Sa audit of cash, yung credit memo, yung debit memo, tingnan mo ano yung ginalaw na account. Okay, tingnan mo. Second, tingnan mo sino yung nag-issue ng memo. Para malaman mo kung ano yung nangyari and ano yung magiging effect sa other party. In this case, anong nangyari? Diba? Ni-return ni customer kay Birdie yung goods. So, ibig sabihin, dagdag sa inventory ni Birdie and bawas sa kanyang accounts receivable. Yeah? Bawas sa accounts receivable yan. Return yung goods eh. So, since nabawas sa accounts receivable and since nag-issue ng credit memo si Birdie, ano nangyari? Ini-inform ni Birdie si customer na, uy, credit ko yung accounts receivable mo sa akin. Ibig sabihin, binawasan. Kasi anong normal balance ng accounts receivable? Debit, diba? So, by issuing a credit memo, you're informing the customer na binawasan mo yung accounts receivable ni customer sa'yo. Diba? Yung mga point, analysis. So, kung debit memo yan, ibig sabihin, tinaasan yung accounts receivable. Pero ito, credit memo, binawasan. Kasi nga, na-return yung goods. Eh, bakit ka naman sisingilin si customer? Eh, ni-return na nga yung goods, diba? O, mga additional notes lang yan. Number 5, in transit to a customer on December 31 were tools costing 51,000 ship FOB, shipping point, on December 26. So, ito. Sales invoice of 88,200 was issued lang on January 3, 2018 when Bird Company was notified that the tools has been received. So, tingnan mo. FOB shipping point before the year ended, napadala na. Pero nag-record lang ng billing ng accounts receivable next period pa. So, anong gagawin mo dyan? Ito naman, at exactly 5 p.m. on December 31, 2018, last day, goods costing 93,600 were received from a vendor. So, dumating. These were recorded on a receiving report date. Problema, next period pa, noong January 2, 2019. So, the related invoice was recorded on December 31, 2018. So, for the period na record siya. Pero yung goods were not included in the physical count. So, alam yun ang gagawin dyan, di ba? So, included in the physical count were goods received from vendor on December 7, 2018. However, the related invoice for 108,000 was not recorded. Why? Because the accounting department's copy of receiving report was lost. So, hindi siya nasama sa invoice. And that was received from vendor. So, ano yan? Di ba? A monthly freight bill of 96K was received on January 3, 2019. It's specifically related to merchandise that was bought on December 2018 pa, last period. Kung saan, one half of which di ba, was still in the inventory as of December 31, 2018. So, the freight was not included in either the inventory or in the accounts payable nung December 31, 2018. So, yan, let's go to the problem or to the questions, di ba? So, napaka-basic nito kasi ang tinatake lang nito is yung ownership ng goods and timing difference kung kailan na-receive, di ba? So, yung question number 1, Birds, December 31, 2018 inventory. So, anong gagawin mo muna? Ayusin mo muna yung adjustments. Oo, at kaya binigay ito inisa-isa eh. So, ayusin mo muna yung adjustment. Ngayon, yung records mo per book, yeah, yung mga ni-record mo sa books mo. Ito, inventory based on the physical count, 3.7 million. Accounts payable, 2.8 million. Net sales, 19.3 million. So, yan ang lagay mo, beginning. Ito sila. Yeah? So, ngayon, tingnan mo na yung mga information. Yun. So, yan. Tingnan mo mga information. Ha? The physical count included tools that was billed to customer FOB shipping point. So, na-bill mo na kay customer. However, may problema. These tools cost 192,000 and were billed for 235,500. And they were in the shipping area to be picked up by the customer. So, ano mangyayari dyan? Nagkaroon na ba ng transfer of ownership ng inventory na yan? Wala pa, di ba? Wala pa. Kasi nga, yes, it is a FOB shipping point and yes, it is in the shipping area, but that is in a shipping area. Hindi pa siya actually na-ship. Kahit na-pick up pa ni customer, yung stipulation sa contract is shipping point eh. So, magta-transfer lang ng ownership kapag actually na-ship na yung goods. In this case, walang nangyaring shipment. So, yung pag-bill ng 235,500 is inappropriate, kumbaga. So, tanggalin mo yan sa net sales mo. Na? Tanggalin mo yan sa net sales mo. Na sir, yung sa goods lang yan siya kasi nga, nasama sa physical count. Diba? Nasama sa physical count. So, maintain lang siya dyan. Kasi tama, hindi pa na-transfer yung ownership, so sa'yo pa rin yung goods and appropriate na nasama sa physical count. Diba? Number 2, goods ship FOB shipping point by vendor. So, ikaw yung naka-receive, ikaw yung customer dito. Nasa transit na on December 31, 2018. O yun, 2018, December 31, transit na siya, FOB shipping point pa, na-ship na yung goods. So, it means, yung ownership ng inventory na-transfer na sa'yo, being the customer of this vendor. Ngayon, ang problema, hindi siya na-record. Hindi siya nasama sa inventory count, hindi rin nasama sa pag-bill, di ba? Kasi accounts payable mo yan. Kasi bumili ka ng goods eh. So ito at least binigay. These goods with invoice cost of 279 were shipped on December 31, 2018. So yun. Ibalik mo. Idagdag mo. Kasi nagkaroon ng transfer of ownership eh. So inventory dagdag. Accounts payable dagdag. Kasi nagkaroon na ulit ng transfer of ownership. So, work in process inventory costing 81,000 was sent to job contractor for further processing. So, ano yan? Common sense will tell you. Yung goods, wala sa'yo. Nasa job contractor para further processing. So, hindi yan siya nasama sa physical count. So, with that, dagdag mo, ibalik mo. Yeah? Dagdag mo sa inventory. Number 4, not included in the physical counts were goods returned by customer on December 31, 2018. These goods costing 147,000 were inspected and returned to inventory on January 7, 2019. So yun, no? Ni-return ni customer yung goods by December 31, 2018. Obviously, hindi siya masasama sa physical count kasi that is the same day you conducted the physical count. So, hindi siya nasama sa record ni inventory. So, anong gagawin mo? Di sama mo, balik mo kasi sinauli ni customer at that date eh. And ito, were inspected and returned to inventory lang, di ba? January 7, 2019. So yun, dapat December 2, 2018 siya. So yan, dinagdag natin sa inventory. And with that said, itong bawas sa sales mo, sa accounts receivable, etc. Para lang yan, 203,400, bawas rin. Kasi wala ka na benta, sinauli sa yung goods. Yeah? Next, in transit to a customer on December 31, 2018 were tools costing 51K, ship FOB shipping point on December 26, 2018. So yun, pasok na pasok. Ngayon, yung sales invoice was only, in the amount of 88,200, was only issued next period, nung January 3, 2019. Na, diba? So, when Bird Company was notified that the tools has been received, so anong gagawin mo? Di isama mo yung 88,200 sa sales mo kasi nagkaroon na ng actual transfer of ownership napunta na kay customer. So, proper na i-record mo yung sales, diba? Number 6, at exactly 5 p.m. Saan yun? 5 p.m. goods costing 93,600 were received from my vendor. Diba? Now, yun. However, 5 p.m. na na-receive. So, these were recorded on receiving report dated January 2, 2019. So, hindi. Dapat 2018 yan kasi 2018 na record. Yeah? Nagka-RO na-received Sana yun? The related invoice was recorded on December 31, 2018 but the goods were not included in the physical count. So, na-record yung invoice sa accounts payable, so goods, kaya wala yun dito. Pero, hindi siya nasama sa physical count kasi nga dumating 5 PM na. So yun, idagdag mo si 93,600. Included in the physical counts were goods received from a vendor on December 27, 2018. So yun, na-receive mo nung before year end. However, the related invoice for 108,000 was not recorded because the accounting department's copy of the receiving report was lost. So, na-record mo yung goods sa inventory mo, walang problema. Kaso yung accounts payable, hindi na-record. So yun, 108. Kaya napaka-basic ng question, ng problem na to. A monthly freight bill of 96,000 was received noong January 3, 2019. So, na-receive siya by next period. However, it specifically relates to a merchandise that was bought last period pa noong December 2018. Kung saan, one half of which was still in inventory by December 31, 2018. So, yan sila. Hindi na-record. The freight was not included in either the inventory or in the accounts payable at December 31, 2018. So, yung bill, sama mo dito, 96, accounts payable. Ngayon, sa inventory count, hindi nasama siya. So, and one half na lang yung natira. So, 48K. So, add mo. Yeah? Add. No, napaka-sweet. Kahit skip nyo itong problem na ito, walang problema. So, ang question, inventory should be increased by how much? Yung naka-record sa book is 3,740. Pero yung proper per audit, 438. So, difference sila. 648, 600, letter B. Next. Bird's accounts payable balance at December 31 should be increased by how much? Ang nirecord, 2,830. Ang proper, 3,313,000. So, ang difference, 483, nag-increase by 483,000. Letter A. Number 3, the amount of net sales will be reported on Bird's income statement for the year ended December 31, 2018. So, yung net sales mo, ito yung proper. 19,036,100, letter C. Bird's statement of financial position at December 31, 2018 should report accounts payable in the amount of, dito, 3,313,000, letter D. And lastly, the amount of inventory should be reported sa statement of financial position as of the year end, 4,388,600. Yeah? Napaka-boring ng problem. Walang thrill. Kasi nga, basic siya masyado. Pero sa board exam, sa basic kayo yan, titirahin. Okay, now let's go to problem number 2. So, itong problem number 2, similar lang yung logic niya doon sa problem number 1 kung saan adjust, di ba? So, basahin natin. So, you were engaged by First Lab Corporation for the audit of the company's FS for the year ended December 31, 2018. So, the company is engaged in the wholesale business and make all sales at 25% over cost. So, tandaan yung mga 25% yung over cost or based on sales price, diba? Mga ganun. Kasi, iba yung pag-divide sa kanila in order to know diba? Makikita nyo. Basta tandaan nyo, ito yung mga tricky part yan eh. Lalo na sa tag dito. I believe, sa FAR pati dito pati sa AFAR, yung mga at cost or at sales price, 20% of over cost or 20% of sales price, di ba? So anyways, let's continue. Ito, make all sales at 25% over cost. So the following were gathered from the client's accounting record. So ito yung para sa sales niya. Yeah, ito yung mga record ng sales niya. Ito naman, record ng kanyang purchases. Ang SI, sales invoice, kita niyo dito, SI number 96566. Ito naman, receiving reports. Ibig sabihin, ito yung mga goods na na-receive niya from his vendors kung saan siya bumibili kasi nga, wholesale business siya. So, makita nyo, balance forwarded, yeah? Ang ending balance, 5,530,000 for the sales. So, ang purchases, ang ending balance niya, 3 million. Ito naman, others, accounts receivable, ending balance 500, sa inventory 600, and sa accounts payable, 400. So nga, ito, additional notes. You observed the physical inventory of goods in the warehouse on December 31 and were satisfied that it was properly taken. So take note, pag example, nag-decide kayo mag-audit, yeah? Tapos meron yan kayo end of the year, physical inventory count, pupuntahan kayo sa premises or sa warehouse ng mga clients nyo para mag-observe kung proper ba yung pagbibilang nila ng physical inventory. I-check nyo yan isa-isa. Basta marami matutunan nyo sa audit theory nyo. Basta ganyan pag nag-audit kayo. When performing the sales and purchase cut-off test, ito, diretso tayo agad sa solving, yeah? Para tipid sa oras. Ito. Bakit to? Okay, let's go. So ito. So tandaan nyo, since same ito sa kanina, and ito yung mga adjustments na gagawin natin, so ilagay nyo na yung beginning balance or unadjusted balance ng mga ito, ng sales. Ito, sales, 5,530, purchases, 3 million, klaro ba? 3 million, 500 sa AR, 600 sa inventory, and accounts payable, 400. Bakit ganyan, sir? Bakit yung siniksik dyan? Kasi para partner sila. Kita niyo mamaya. So, lakihan na lang natin to para klaro kahit sa mga naka-cellphone. So itong una, when performing the sales and purchase cut-off, sana klaro pa, you found out that on December 31, the last receiving report which had been used was number 1063. So, 1063 ba yung last? Oh, yeah. 1063 yung last. Kasi observe nyo, 1059, nag-jump ng 1061, 1062. So, malaman nyo mamaya. Ito rin, nag-jump rin. 965, 966, 7, 69, 70. Diba? Nag-skip sa 68. So, anyways, ito, when performing na, the last receiving report that which had been used was number 1063. So, yun ang naka-record. And that no shipments had been made on any sales invoice whose number is larger than number 968. So, anong meaning yan? Kita nyo. Yeah? Kita nyo. No shipments had been made on any sales invoice whose number is larger than number 968. Pero, bakit meron dito? Bakit kaya may 969, may 970, 971? Ibig sabihin, kapatid, improper yan. Bakit? Nag-bill ka sa customer mo, wala ka namang pinadalang goods. So, improper yan. Bakit ka magbibill? Di ka pa nagpadala ng goods So, itong mga sales invoice na to, ibalik mo. I-reverse mo yan sila kasi improper yan. Wala ka pang pinapadalang buso. Klarong-klaro. No shipments had been made on any sales invoice who's larger than number 968. What is larger than 968? Diba? 969, nice. 970, 971. So, meaning yan, ulitin lang natin, walang goods na pinadala, pero nag-issue ka, nag-bill ka. Diba? So, bawal yan. Or improper yan. Sir, bawal. Improper yan. So, ibalik mo. Hence, nakalagay dito, adjusting entries natin, sales. 46, di ba? Ito, 46 plus 68 plus 16. Di ba? Ni-reverse. Debit sales, 130,000. Credit accounts receivable, 130,000. Kasi nga, improper. Kasi nga, wala kang sinip na goods. So, wala kang na-incur na sale. Kaya, ni-reverse yung entry. Kaya dito, bawas sa sales ng 130, bawas sa accounts receivable ng 130. Ngayon, dito sa letter A, ito, klaro pa man niya. So, in the warehouse physical inventory at December 31 were goods which had been purchased and received on receiving report number 1060. Kaso wala tayong 1060 dito pero nasa recording siya ng 1060. But for which the invoice was not received until the following year. So maybe that was the reason. So the cost was 18,000. So hindi kasama sa physical counts ng goods. Walang problema, na-purchase siya. Kaso, yung pag-bill, hindi na-receive for the current year, the next year pa, the next period pa, na-receive yung billing or yung invoice. So, anong gagawin mo dyan? Ayusin mo. yes, nasa iyo na yung goods, nasa iyo ng ownership, so proper na i-record mo na yung billing ng vendor sa'yo. Kaya dito, purchases, 18,000, debit, credit, accounts payable, 18,000. So, dagdag yourself dito. Bakit? Nasa iyo na yung goods, na-transfer na yung ownership sa'yo, kaso hindi mo pa na-record yung billing sa'yo ng vendor. So, i-record mo. Ha? Letter B. Ito yung na-realize ko na, naging long quiz to namin dati dahil because of this letter B. So at the close of the business, December 31, 2018, there were 2 trucks on the company siding. So at the close December 31, si truck number CPA 123 was unloaded on January 2 pa of the following year and receiving report number 1063, the freight was paid by the vendor. So, ibig sabihin, ikaw yung customer dyan, ikaw yung naka-receive ng goods. Yeah? Na yung truck, nasa company premises na, pero in-unload lang noong January 2. So, anong mangyayari? I-record mo sa? I-record mo sa? Ibalik mo. Okay, saan yung nag-post? Bigla na gano'n kasi dito. So, sana yun? Saan na tayo number? Ito. Sinabi ko, di ba? So, balik tayo sa B. At the close of the business, December 31, 2018, there were 2 trucks on the company siding. So, truck number CPA123 was unloaded on January 2 of the following year and received on receiving report 1063. So, nasa receiving report siya. Yeah? Kaso, hindi pa siya nasama sa pagbilang ng inventory. Kasi nga, noong December 31, nasa siding, nasa company premises lang siya, pero nasa loob pa siya ng truck. Pero na-record na siya sa receiving report. Nandito siya sa 1063. Pero hindi na-record yung kanyang sa physical counting. Yeah? So, with that, itong 1063, 64,000 ang ginawa, ito, inventory cost of sale. Bakit ganyan, sir? In order to isama in order to in order to add him to the number of the amount of the inventory. Itong English natin. In order to add this receiving report number 1063, 64,000 to the amount of the ending inventory as of the end of the period, di ba? Dito naman, kasi ito, na-receive mo to from the vendor, so ikaw ang customer. Dito naman sa second bullet, di ba? Truck number I love you 143 was loaded and sealed on December 31 but left the company premises lang on January 2. This order was sold for 100,000 per sales invoice number 968. So, anong problema dito? Yeah? 968. Wala siya dito sa record. Pero, ang assumption, since na sales invoice was loaded, hindi siya nasama sa physical inventory, counting, and considering that this is di ba? Nasa company pa rin siya. Umalis lang noong January 2. So, dapat kasama yan sa inventory mo. So, ibabalik mo siya. Ngayon, take note. Sales invoice niya or sales price niya was 100,000. Ang usapan, 25% over cost. Di ba? 25% over cost. Anong gagawin mo? Ito. 100,000 divided by 125% in order to know the cost of the inventory. So, yun isasabi natin na based on cost or based on sales price. Kasi kung ano sales price yan, yeah, sales percentage, i-multiply mo lang ng 75%. Pag ganun. Based on cost man. So, ang gagawin mo, divide mo by 125%. Kaya sasabi ko, be careful yung mga overcost, overshares, mga 25% of sales price, di ba? Yeah, the cost of the inventory is 80% of the sales price. So yun, i-multiply mo na by 80% para malaman mo yung cost, yung 20% doon is profit. Pero pag mga cost yung wording, be careful with that kasi ganito ang gagawin mo para malaman mo yung cost ng inventory based on the sales price. Based on the sales price, divide mo, negative 125%. Not only sa ODPAS, meron yan sa FAR, meron yan sa AFAR. So, wala lang, reminder lang. Cost of sales para i-add sa inventory kasi, di ba? Ending inventory, counting niya. Letter C, temporary stranded at December 31 at the railroad siding were two delivery trucks en route to Brooks Trading Corporation. So magdi-deliver ka sana kaso stranded sa railroad yung mga truck mo. So Brooks received the goods which were sold on sales invoice number 966. Dito siya. Kaso ang problema, FOB destination kapatid. Kailan ba na-transfer ang ownership sa FOB destination? Kapag na-receive na ni customer yung goods. In this case, na-stranded yung trucks mo nung December 31. Di ba? The next day pa na-receive. The next period pa na-receive. So, ano niyan? Ibabalik mo. Ibabalik mo kasi FOB destination, nung pagka-December 31, nasa sayo pa rin yung ownership. Nasa sayo pa rin yung ownership. So, with that, dito sa letter C, ni-reverse yung sales transaction and ni-reverse yung pagbawas sa goods, binalik. And take note, 150,000 yung sales price. Pinag-usapan natin ito, 25% over cost. So, 150,000 divided by 125%, yung cost ng inventory na yun is 120,000. Yun, di ba? Take note of that. Ito naman, en route to the client on December 31 was truckloads. Diba? Nag-deliver ka sa client po on December 31, which was received on receiving report 1064. The goods were shipped FOB destination and the freight of 2,000 were paid by the client. However, the freight was deducted from the purchase price of 800,000. Wala kang gagawin dyan. Bakit? En route pa lang nung December 31, ang pinag-usapan dito or ang stipulation is FOB destination. So, ibig sabihin, nasa sayo pa rin yan. Yeah? Wala kang adjustments na gagawin. So, with that said, add mo. Sales, tara, 5,250, 318, 220, 864, 418. Diba? Ganun lang kasimple. Same lang sa logic ng number 1. So, sales price for the year ended, December 31, 2018. Letter A, 5,250. Purchase price for the year ended, December 21, 2018. Letter B, 318. Dito yan, no? Ito lang. Number 3, inventory as of December 31, 2018. Accounts receivable, the ending year 220, accounts payable, the ending year 418. Now, itong problem na to, marami itong variations, mga additional problems, additional following information, pero same lang yung kanilang fundamentals or pinupunto, kumbaga. Diba? Kung sino yung may ownership ng goods, cut-off test, etc. etc. So, let's go to number 3. So, dito ngayon sa problem number 3. So, itong mga questions, diba? Magkano daw yung sales mo for the period January 1 to April 21, 2017? How much is the net purchase for the period for January 1 to April 21? Cost of sales, same. Estimated inventory for April 21, and magkano yung estimated inventory fire loss. So, ano itong problem number 3? Problem number 3, basically, involves a situation kung saan nagkaroon ng incident, di ba? Nagkaroon ng aksidente, nasunugan ka ng mga inventories mo. So, kailangan mong malaman magkano yung nasunog na inventory. Bakit? Kasi, for example, naka-insured ka. So, pag naka-insured ka, tapos nalaman mo magkano yung value ng inventory mo, edi ma-reimburse ka ng insurance company mo. Kaya mahalaga yung mga ganyan. And with that, mahalaga rin yan pagdating sa tax deductions. Depende. Malalaman, nag-taxation na kayo, di ba? Meron yung mga sa taxation, nakalimutan yung particular topic na kung saan, pag nagkaroon ng inventory loss or nasunugan, tapos punta ka agad sa sa pinangyarihan ng sunog, picturean mo, pag ikaw yung accountant ng company, picturean mo, di ba? Para may evidence ka pagdating sa BAR, nakalimutan ka yung particularities. So, basta pag accountant ka ng isang company, nagkaroon ng sunog, diretso ka agad doon, kunan mo ng picture para may present kang clear evidence sa BAR kasi may ilang days lang yun nakalimutan yung particularities. But anyways, mahalaga malaman kung magkano yung or ano yung amount ng nasunog na inventory for those reasons. So anyways, noong April 21, 2017, a fire damage of the office and warehouse ng Muntinlupa Company So the only accounting record saved was the general ledger from which the trial balance was now prepared. So ito yung trial balance niya for the ending period of March 31, 2017. So ito, cash niya, AR, inventory, land building, accumulated depreciation, other assets, accounts payable, accrued expense, share capital, retained earnings, sales, purchases, and operating expenses. So ito yung following data. So the company's year end is December 31. So meron na siyang general ledger for the period of March 31. Nasunugan sila ng April 21. So ito, an examination of the April bank statement and canceled check revealed that checks written during the period of April 1 to April 21 totaled 130,000 pesos. So ano yung 130,000 na yan? Ano yung mga involved siya? Una, out of that 130,000 na in-issue na checks ni company, 57 dyan ginamit pang bayad sa accounts payable as of March 31. Yung 34,000 naman dyan out of that 130,000 ginamit for April merchandise purchases. Pambayad ng mga biniling merchandise for the month of April. And lastly, 39,000 naman dyan sa 130,000 na yan, pinambayad for other expenses. So add mo 57 plus 34 plus 39, 130,000 yan. So yung mga composition, yung nalalaking word na yun, yung composition na ng 130,000. With that, deposits during the same period naman, yung mga deposit na ginawa ni company, total to the amount of 129,500, which mostly consisted of receipts on accounts from customer. However, apart from the 9,500 out of that 129,500, yung 9,500 na yan, refund galing sa vendor for merchandise that was returned by Muntinlupa Company to that vendor. So, ibig sabihin, 120,000 dyan, galing sa customer. Yung 9,500, as stated here, refund galing kay vendor. Letter C, correspondence with suppliers revealed that unrecorded obligations at April 21 of 100, ito naman, correspondence with the supplier, nangyari, nag-confirmation letter ka dyan, kumbaga, di ba, parang gano'n. Tinanong mo, uy, magkano utang sa'yo ni Muntinlupa Company supplier? O pinadala ng supplier, itong utang niya sa akin. Okay, may record ka. Correspondence with the suppliers revealed unrecorded obligations at April 21 of the amount ng 106,000 for April merchandise purchases. So, unrecorded obligation. Yeah? Including 23,000 of shipments na in transit on that date. Okay. So, yun na. Customers acknowledge, ito naman, dito naman, kasi dito ang tinitingnan mo yung accounts payable, di ba? Magkano yung mga utang mo sa suppliers mo and ano yung mga na-purchase mo. Dito naman sa letter D, yung kabaliktaran. Yung mga customers naman yung tinanungan mo, mga customers ni Muntinlupa, tinanong mo, oy, magkano ang utang mo kay Muntinlupa? Para malaman mo, magkano yung naging sales, magkano yung mga goods na nilabas, di ba? Mga ganon. Ayun, magkano yung accounts receivable ni Muntinlupa. Tinanong mo yung customer, uy, magkano ang utang mo kay Muntinlupa, para malaman mo yung accounts receivable, sales ni Muntinlupa, di ba? Customers acknowledge indebtedness in the amount of 360,000 at April 21, 2017. So, yan yung, nag-confirm ka sa mga customers. Now, it is also estimated that customer owed another, take note another, so separate yan sa 360, another 80,000. However, this 80,000 will never be acknowledged or recovered. Yeah? Of that, of the acknowledged indebtedness, 60,000 will probably be uncollectible. Sa letter E naman, ito yung pag-usapan natin bakit mahalaga itong i-audit para malaman yung ending balance ng inventory. Dahil the insurance company agreed that the fire loss claim should be based on the assumption that the overall gross profit for the past 2 years was in effect during the current year. So, ibig sabihin yan, yung gross profit rate na ginamit mo for the past 2 years, yun din yung gross profit rate mo for the current year para malaman mo yung mga cost of sales, percentage, magkano yung gross profit, etc. So, the company's audited financial statements. So, because of this, the company's audited financial statements disclose the following. So, ito, from the past 2 years, kasi current year is 2017, from the past 2 years, gagamitin mo yan para malaman mo yung overall gross profit para i-apply mo kay 2017. Yeah? So, ito yun, 2016, 2015. Now, lastly, inventory with a cost of 70,000 was salvaged pa. May na-save pa silang inventory. Pero, Kahit yung cost na 70, nabenta na lang nila for 35,000. So the balance of the inventory was a total loss. So yung mga tanong na sales, mga sales, net purchase, cost of sales, estimated inventory fire loss. So yun. With that said, so saan yung number 1? So ganito. Ang unang tanong, how much is the sales for the period January 1 to April 21? So magkano yung naging sales, kapatid? So dito sinabi, as of March 31, 2017, ang sales na meron ka is in the amount of 1,350,000. 1,350,000. Ngayon ang problema, January 1 to March 31 lang yan. Hindi mo alam kung magkano yung sales mo nung April 1 to April 21. So ngayon, add mo na, halamin mo kung magkano yung naging sales mo nung April 1 to April 21 for the period April 1 to April 21. With that said, paano malalaman yung sales? Ano yung kapatid ni sales? Ano yung parati niyang kadikit sa mga recordings? Sa mga journals. Diba si accounts receivable kung hindi man yan cash ang bayaran. Diba? Kung hindi man yan cash ang bayaran, accounts receivable yan. In this case, ganun. So with that, using that accounts receivable, malalaman mo magkano yung sales. Bakit? Paano ba kinocompute sa accounts receivable? Diba? Beginning. Diba? Sales on credit sales for the period. Diba? Debit side. Plus mo, credit sales for the period. Ngayon, minus mo yung mga nabayarang sales. Diba? Mga nabayarang sales, yung mga allowance for doubtful accounts. Mga bad debts. Para malaman mo magkano yung ending. So in this case, ganun yung ginamit. Ang beginning balance mo for the sales or for the accounts receivable, ito. For the period of April 21, APR 1 to 21, Kasi alam mo na yung sa January 1 to March 31 eh. Hindi mo lang alam yung sa April 1 to April 21. So yung beginning balance mo for that period, for this particular period is provided naman dito si 400,000 kasi nga yung ending ng last period is the beginning of the next period, di ba? So ito 400,000. Ngayon, don't consider this kasi wala tayong information diyan for the sales of that period, di ba? Hindi natin alam. Yun ang hinahanap natin. I-squeeze natin yan. Ngayon, anong nababawas sa accounts receivable? Paano yun siya compute? Diba? Sabi natin beginning plus yung mga credit sales for the period and minus mo yung mga credit sales na binayaran na. Yun yung mga bad debts, tanggalin mo rin para malaman mo yung ending inventory. Now, in this case, kapatid, diba? May sinabi dito, deposits during the same period, from April 1 to April 21, yung mga deposits na ginawa mo dyan, amounted to 129. Kung saan it mostly consisted of receipts on account from customer. Ibig sabihin, mga binayad ni customer yan. Mga credit sales, mga accounts receivable na binayaran na ni customer. However, hindi lahat yan. 9,500 dyan, refund galing kay vendor. So, tanggalin mo yan. So, with that, ang net receipts mo na lang is 120,000. Diba? 129 minus 500 minus 9,500, 120,000 na yung receipts mo. Na in cash na. Ngayon, may bad debts ka. Saan? Anong sabi? Diba dito? It was also estimated that customers owed another 80,000 pesos. Ba? Pero it will never be acknowledged or recovered. So, tanggalin mo na yan siya dito. Ngayon, nung nag-confirmation ka, nung April 21, sa mga customers mo, nalaman mo na may 360,000 pang accounts receivable, di ba? Customers acknowledged indebtedness in the amount of 360,000 as of April 21, 2017. So, yan yung ending mo. Ngayon, meron ka ng beginning, meron ka ng mga na-encash na credit sales, yung bad debts, and yung ending. So, makahanap mo na yung credit sales mo. Yeah? Basic. So, yun. Solve mo, 160,000. Ngayon, alam mo na yung sales mo for the period of April 1 to April 21. So, yun. I-add mo na lang sa sales mo for the period of January 1 to March 31. So, nandito. Yeah? O, add mo na lang. So, may sales kang 1, 5, 10. Charan! Letter B. Napaka-basic. Number 2 tayo. How much is the net purchases for the period January 1 to April 21? So, net purchases na. So, sa purchases, same lang dito logic sa number 1 natin. Meron ka ng, or alam mo yung purchases mo from January 1 to March 31. Hindi mo lang alam magkano yung purchases mo for the period of April 1 to April 21. Kasi nga, hindi kompleto records mo. General lang na-save, di ba? So, yun. Similar dito. Similar ang gagawin mo. Beginning balance, purchases. Tiyan mo dito, ang naiba lang, ginamit dito is T-account. Di ba? Dito, formula solve, di ba? Yung column formula. Pero pareho lang naman logic nila dalawa, di ba? So, yun, beginning balance mo. 520. Ngayon, tingnan mo yung mga mga wordings dito. Wordings, di ba? Kasi ang purchases, anong kakambal niya? Diba? Kung si sales, kakambal niya si AR, si purchases accounts payable. Yeah, pag mga credit purchases yan, accounts payable. So in this case, yung natitingnan mo dito sa checks issued. Checks issued sa mga dito sa following data. So examination, April bank statements, revealed that the checks written during the period April 1 to April 21 total 130. Kung saan, 57, binayaran mo sa accounts payable. So hindi yan hindi na yung damay si purchase dyan. Kasi na-record na sa previously. Ito, 34,000 for April merchandises. So, ibig sabihin, may binili kang merchandises for the month of April na kung saan nag-issue ka ng check pambayad dyan in the amount of 34,000. So, alam mo na, purchases mo yan for the April 1 to April 21 period. However, ito naman, si 9,500, ang sabi, di ba, refund dyan galing kay vendor for merchandise na ni-return mo nung April. So, minus yan sa purchases mo kasi nga, ni-return mo eh. And lastly, sana yun? Lastly, correspondence with the supplier revealed na meron kang unrecorded obligation. Unrecorded obligation sa mga suppliers, anong meaning yan? Mga purchases mo, mga accounts payable mo na hindi mo na-record at April 21. Magkano? 106,000. So yun, wala na iba. Meron pa bang iba? Wala na, diba? 260 sa receivable yan. Receivable. Ito, hindi rin sa inventory na yan. So yun, ito lang. So yun, add mo sila. 650, 500, letter D. 60. Letter D, number 2. Letter D. Letter A. Mali tayo sa writing. Tara, yun. Letter A yan. Basta 6,500 kung anong letter man yan. Baka nag-typo tayo sa letter. 6,500. Walang shit. To check lang. Okay, chinek ko naman to kanina. Check ko na lang ulit ngayon. Para sure bells. 6,500. So next, let's go to number 3. Dito naman, number 3. Anong hinahanap? How much the cost of sales or cost of goods sold? Mas maganda COGS. Pero most of the cost of sales, pero mas bet na tawagin cost of goods sold. But anyways, magkano din cost of sales mo for the period January 1 January 1 to April 21, 2017. Ngayon, paano may malalaman? Yeah, mahirap. Hindi masyado. Or tricky lang yung question. Magagamit mo na dito yung gross profit. 'Di ba? Yung gross profit ratio. Yung gross profit ratio, pag nahanap mo yung gross profit ratio, yung residual nun is yung cost ng sales na. Diba? Cost of sales rate. Diba? Ang opposite ng gross profit ratio is yung cost of sales o yung COGS. So yun, hanapin mo yung gross profit ratio para malaman mo yung cost of sales. So ang sabi dito, should be based on the assumption that the overall gross profit ratio for the past 2 years was in effect ganun rin sa current year. Dito binigay yung kakailanganin mo para malaman yung gross profit ratio. Tandaan nyo, overall gross profit ratio for the past 2 years. So with that said, ito yung computation. Diba? Net sales for the 2 years. 5.3 and 3.9 dito. Yeah. Ngayon, Hanapin mo na yung cost of sales for 2015 and 2016 for the past 2 years. So, paano malaman ang cost of sales? Diba? Tawag dito. Saan yun? 2015 dapat typo na naman tayo. 2015 dapat to. Kasi nga, ang tinatanong overall. So, yung beginning ng 2 periods na to, yung ending nila. So, yung beginning ng 2 periods na to, yung beginning inventory, 660,000. Yeah? 660,000. I-add mo sa net purchases overall in the amount of 2.8 plus 2.3 million, yeah? 5,150,000 para malaman mo yung goods available for sale, 5,810,000 minus mo sa ending inventory of this overall period, yeah, kasi overall lang overall gross profit ang sinasabi. So yung ending is 750,000 para malaman mo yung cost of sales, which is 5,060,000. Kasi pag i-minus mo ang cost of sales sa net sales, malalaman mo yung gross profit. Di ba? Malalaman mo yung gross profit. So, pag nalaman mo yung gross profit, it's a simple divide na lang. Di ba? Divide. 4.1 million divided by 9.2 million, dito, alam mo, gross profit rate mo is 45%. Ngayon, alam mo nang residual dyan is the cost of sales rate. Anong residual niyan out of 100%? Di 55%. So, yun na, may cost of sales rate ka na. Ano nang gagawin mo? Di i-multiply mo na siya. Diba? I-multiply mo na siya sa sales mo. Diba? Sa sales mo. O, pag i-multiply sa sales mo, ang lalabas, 1,510,000 times 55%, ang cost of sales mo, sinasabi man, yung gross profit ratio for the past 2 periods will be the same or will be applied to the current year. So, pati yung cost of sales rate will also be applied for the current year. 1.5 million or 1,510,000 times 55%, it's 830,500. So, di ba? It's a simple, di ba? Tina-target talaga kayo sa basics ng FAR, ng accounting. Kasi tingnan mo, mga kambal, di ba? Natutunan niya to. Anong kambal ni accounts receivable? Anong partner niya parati? Si sales. Si purchases, anong partner niya parati? Si accounts payable. Dito, simple computation ng gross profit ratio. Now, let's go to number 5 and number 4. So, kambal yan sila. Pareho lang. Kambal yan sila. Sabay ito sila makompute. How much is the estimated inventory on April 21, 2017? And magkano yung estimated inventory fire loss mo para ma-reimburse ka ng insurance mo? So, yung yung inventory natin, 2017 dapat to. Bakit 2018 typo? Man ito na type ko. Yeah? Is 750,000. Ba? Ngayon may net purchases ka for the month of April 21 to April 1 to April 21, di ba? Saan yan nanggaling? Dito. Mga purchases mo. Overall purchases mo for January 1 to April 21. Yeah, ito yung beginning mo. Ito yung mga net purchases mo. So, ito yung mga goods available for sale mo. Ngayon, hanapin mo na magkano yung cost of sales mo, yung mga nabenta mong goods, COGS mo. So, saan natin malaman? Nandito, cost of sales. So, nandito. Ito naman siya, nandito. Yeah? Ngayon, ang estimated inventory mo, yung ending inventory mo before the fire nung April 21 is 570,000. So, letter D. 570. Letter A. Magpamali man ako sa Pero yan, basta 570. Ngayon, ang next question sa number 5, how much is the estimated inventory fire loss para ma-reimburse ka ng insurance? So ngayon, 570 bagad? Hindi. Kasi ang tinatanong, magkano yung nawala sa'yo? Hindi kung anong ending inventory, but rather magkano yung nawala sa inventory. Magkano yung nawala sa'yo basically? Kasi ito yung ending inventory before the fire, Tapos yung nagkaroon ng fire, magkano nawala? Yeah? Now take note, may na-salvage ka. So hindi yan mako-consider as loss. So kaya minus mo dito. So 535. And take note, itong 23,000 na merchandise in transit, ito, including 23,000 for shipment in transit on that date. Yes, part siya ng ending inventory mo. Part siya ng ending inventory mo. Pero hindi siya nasama sa sunog. So wag mong isasama sa inventory power loss. Kasi nga, yes, the ownership was yours already, but it was not physically included, diba? Nung nagkaroon ng sunog. So with that, ang inventory fire loss mo is only 512,000. Which is letter D. O, sakto, letter D. Mali ako sa mga letter dito. So yun lang, diba? Tinira ka ulit sa basics. So let's go to number 4. Sa last one. Alright, dito tayo ngayon sa ating last problem. Problem number 4. Before tayo mag-end na ating lecture video. Our third installment of Probs Part 1. So ito naman sa problem number 4. Malabon. Ang mga questions na cost of inventory, amount of inventory to be reported sa balance sheet, allowance for inventory write-down, October 31 sila, and the cost of sales after loss in inventory write-down for the month of October. So, Malabon Sales Company uses first in, first out method. So, FIFO. Ngayon, dito sa Pilipinas, not sa Pilipinas, but rather gumagamit ng IFRS sa ating PFRS adopted, hindi na ginagamit yung LIFO. O, FIFO and weighted average na lang tayo. Sa US GAAP, ginagamit pa rin nila yung LIFO sa atin, sa mga gumagamit ng IFRS, hindi natin ginagamit yan. So, bakit nila ginagamit yung LIFO sa US? May mga tricks yan silang ginagawa for tax purposes, kaya gumagamit pa silang LIFO doon. But anyways, IFRS ang pinag-uusapan natin, dito tayo. Diba, natandaan nyo pa yung mga solving nyo sa nung FAR nyo for the inventory, di ba? Isa yun sa mga unang tinuro sa inyo, FIFO, first in, first out, meaning, kung ano yung unang dumating na product, pag nagkaroon ng sale, yun yung unang isi-ship, di ba? Di ba? Pag first in, first out sa FIFO. Then dito, first in, first out method in calculating, bakit mahalaga yun? Kasi, pagdating sa costing, di ba? Dito, mahalaga. Kasi, depende sa unit na product, kung sining nauna, yung pag-compute ng cost niya. But anyways, let's continue. In calculating the cost of goods sold for the 3 products that the company handles. So, the inventories and purchases information concerning the 3 products are given for the month of October. So, ito si product C, product P, and product A. So, October 1, yung beginning inventory nila for that month, yeah, 50,000 at 6 pesos, 30,000 at 10 pesos, and 65,000 at 90 cents. Now, for the first half of the month, nagkaroon ng purchases. Ito, 70K for 650, 45 for 1050, and 30K for 1.25. And for the latter half of the month, ito na may mga purchases. Kay product C lang, 30K for 8 pesos. Ngayon, nagkaroon ng sales for the entire month, 105, 50K, and 45. Kung saan itong sales price, 811.2. Now, take note, we're talking about FIFO here. So, ibig sabihin, dito sa 105K, dito sa 50K, and sa 45K, aling dito yung unang nilabas? Diba? Yung unang product na nandyan sa company, yun yung unang siniship. So, in this case, 105. 105 yung nabili. So, ibig sabihin, out of that 105, it composed of the first 50K and yung the next 55K dito. So, ang natira, 15K plus 30K. Yan na lang yung ending inventory. Kasi nga, FIFO. Kung ano yung mga unang product, yun yung unang nilabas. So, yung una, 50K, o nakain na, natitira 65K na lang. 55K na lang. Yeah, dito. So, dito naman siya kukunin. Kasi ito yung second na dumating. So, with that, una yung kinuha. Ang tira na lang dito is 15K. So, add mo dito sa 30K. Meron ka pang 45K na ending inventory for product C. Yeah? Kung saan, it composed of units na 6.50 yung cost and units na 8 pesos yung cost. Similar sa product P. Diba? 50K na benta. So, yung dito, unang kukunin sa unang products, 30K. So, may 20K pang natira. Dito na sa kukunin. Yeah? So, ang natitira lang, 25K ending inventory na may cost na 1050. Similar ulit sa product A. 45K ang nabenta. So, dito lang siya kukunin sa 65K. So, yun. May 20K na natira for 90 cents and add mo yan dito sa 30K na natira for 1.25 cents. So, yan yung punto ng FIFO. Kasi pag mag-weighted average yan, iba-iba na naman yan. Pag LIFO, hindi naman natin ginagamit, iba-iba rin naman yan. Di ba? So, kaya mahalaga, malaman yung method para malaman mo yung costing. In this case, nasabi na natin. So, on October 31, the company supplier reduced their prices from the most recent purchases by following the percentage. Yeah? For product C, yung supplier binawasan 20%, product P 10%, and product A 8%. Now, according to Malabon, because the supplier decreased their prices, so bawasan din siya ng prices niya para mas maengganyo, di ba? Yung mga customers niya ni Malabon na bumili, oy, bagsak presyo si Malabon, okay, bibili yan, di ba? Kasi supply and demand yan eh. Hindi, supply and demand. The prices, tawag dito, hindi supply and demand. Affects the prices, elasticity. Yeah? So anyway, sa economics na yun, sa take note, sa MAS, merong 5 questions doon sa board exam out of the 70 items, 5 questions doon, economics. Wala lang, additional note lang. Accordingly, Malabon decided to reduce its sales price at all times by 10%. Pero effective siya by November 1 pa. So, hindi damay yung mga sales price ng October. Kasi effective pa ng November 1. But it will matter later on. Ngayon, si Malabon, selling cost is 10% of the sales price. So, yun, 10% of sales price. Product C and P have a normal profit after selling cost of 30%. On sales price, and while the normal profit for product A after selling cost is 15% of sales price. So anyways, yun, questions. So let's do this para matapos na. So with that said, so, dito sa problem 4, unahin natin yung number 1, 2, 3. So, cost of inventory, amount of inventory to be reported in the balance sheet, and the allowance write down, the cost of sales. Now, take note, we're talking about inventory. Now, how do we value inventory? Diba? Ano yung word na yun? Initial measurement, diba? Kung ano yung magkano binayad mo, yun. Pero sa subsequent, paano tayo sabi the value sa subsequent measurement? LC, NRV, lower of cost and net realizable value. Kung sinong mas mababa, si cost or si NRV, net realizable value, edi yun yung magiging cost ng inventory. So, net realizable value is composed of sales price minus the cost of completion. Yung comp is completion minus the cost to sale. Yan yung NRV natin. Diba? NRV natin. Ngayon, in this case, tinatanong, yung inventory mo as of October 31. Yeah? As of October 31. Meaning yung ending inventory mo for October. Magkano daw? Magkano yung cost? Ito, tricky. Amount of inventory to be recorded. Diba? To be reported in the company's balance sheet as of October. So, ibig sabihin, yung cost ba o yung NRV? Yeah? So, with that, okay, let's do this. So, take note, sales price, nandito naman. Diba? Ito ang mga sales price nila. Mahalaga yan para hanapin yung NRV. Pero sa cost muna tayo. So, sa cost. So, product C, ang sabi natin kanina, ang natira, diba? Kasi 105 binabenta, unang kinain yung 50K kasi nga first in, first out. So, may natira pang 55K. Saan yun kakainin? Dito sa next one, sa 70K units. So, ang natira dyan is 15K. So, 15K times 6.50, nandito siya. 97.5K yung cost. And sa 30K units times 8, okay. Yung cost ni product C, 37,500. Product P, similar point. 50k yung units na benta, so unang kinain yung first dito. So may natitira pang 20, kinain na si 45k. Yung natitira dyan is 25k at 10.50, 10,000, 10 pesos 50 cents. Ito siya. And similar rin kay product A. 45k yung nakain, o dito yung kukunin. So may tira pa dyan at 20k units times 90 cents, nandito siya. 30 units, 30,000 units times 1.25. Okay, ito yung cost nila. Yung cost nila. Ngayon, ang hinanap natin yung, pinag-uusapan natin dito is yung inventory. So, hanapin rin natin yung NRV. Yeah, ito yung mga cost ni product C. Ngayon sa NRV, ito yung computation, sales price. So, ang sales price ni C, 8 pesos. Kay P, 11 pesos. Kay A, 2 pesos. Pero hindi lang yan. NRV, net realizable. Magkano yung marirealize mo from the inventory. So, kaya minus the cost of completion, minus the cost to sell. Now, in this case, anong nangyari? Di ba? Itong sales price mo. Kaso, ang gagawin mo, by November 1, di ba? Tatapyasan mo, babawasan mo ng 10% ang sales price mo. So, magiging 90% na lang ang sales price mo. And from that, take note of this additional. Yung selling cost mo, 10% rin ng sales price mo. So, 90% lang yung mababawi mo. So, in that case, dalawang 10%. Bawas ng 10% yung sales price. Bawas ng 10% from that sales price. Kasi nga, selling cost yun. So, in this case, yun mangyayari. Ito yung mangyayari. Sales price mo, ibawas mo yung 10% kasi nagbaba yung supplier mo eh. So, magbababa ka rin para mas mainggan yung customer, di ba? Para bumili sa'yo. Kaya, times 90%. So, yun na yung sales price mo. And out of that sales price, selling cost mo dyan is 10%. Kaya, tatapyasan mo ulit ng additional 10%, kaya times 90% ulit. So, yun yung magiging NRV mo. Diba? Gets? Gets yung Magkano yung ma-realize mo? Diba? Magkano yung ma-realize mo from that ending inventory? Kasi, bina-value mo na siya. Magkano yung proper valuation niya. Yeah? Kasi, babawasan mo siya ng 10% kasi nainggan niya eh. Supplier mo, nagbawas ng presyo. Bawas ka rin ng presyo para mas maraming customers ang bumili sa'yo. Kaya, tinapyasan mo siya ng 10% kaya nag-times 90% dito. Ngayon, hindi lang dyan mag-i-end kasi nga, NRV minus sales price minus cost of completion minus cost to sell. Eh, ang cost to sell mo dito is 10% of the sales price. Kaya, babawasan mo ulit tatanggalin mo ulit yung 10% na yan. Kaya dito may additional, dagdag mo ang times 90% para malaman mo yung NRV. So yan na, meron na tayong computation ng NRV. So punta tayo sa product C. Ang product C, sales price niya is 90%. Is 8 pesos. Ngayon, since babawasan mo ng 10% yung price mo, sales price mo, so times 90%. Yeah, ito. Ngayon, since yung selling cost mo is 10% of the sales price, okay, bawas ulit ng 90%. Yeah, times mo ulit ng 90%. So ngayon, yung NRV mo for the sales price is 6.48 times mo na sa ending inventory of 45,000 for product C. So that is 291,600. Same logic ulit, product P. 11 pesos yung sales price mo per unit times 90% times 90%. So times mo sa ending inventory, 222. And same din logic gagawin mo sa product A. 2 pesos yung sales price per unit mo times 90% kasi nagbawas ka ng presyo. And times 90% ulit kasi 10% ng sales price mo is selling cost. Ha? So yan, 81. Ngayon, hanapin mo na yung mga lower. Kasi nga, lower of cost and net realizable value. Lower. So in this case, sinong lower sa kanila? Si cost o si NRV for product C? Si NRV ang lower. Kaya dito. Dito naman, product P, sinong lower? Si cost o yung si NRV? Si NRV. Kaya dito rin. Ngayon dito naman, si product A, sinong mas lower? Yung cost o yung NRV? Yung cost, 55 lang siya Kaya dito siya. So ngayon, okay, add nyo na. Ito yung cost. Ito yung sa NRV. Ito yung lower. So ngayon, punta tayo sa question. The cost of inventory at October 31. So, yung cost lang tinatanong. Yeah? So, 655,500 dito. Letter C. Ngayon, ang next question. The amount of inventory to be reported on the company's balance sheet. Pag-report mo na sa inventory is lower cost net realizable value, di ba? So, in this case, ang nire-report mo, si 569. Yeah? So, letter A. Ngayon, ang next question, the allowance of inventory write-down at October 31 is, take note, ang na-cost mo is 655. Di ba? Pero, yung naging value ng inventory mo is 569 yung pag-report mo. 850 kasi nga lower of cost or net realizable value. So, with that said, magkano yung allowance mo of inventory write-down? Since nag-write down ka eh. Di ba? So, 655 yung cost. Yung LCNRV mo, 569, 850. So, ano ka ng allowance for inventory write-down the amount of 85,650. So, yan. Letter B. Ngayon, let's go to number 4. Last number. The cost of sales after loss on inventory write-down for the month on October. So, paano yung kinukumpit ang cost of sale? Diba? Don't forget yung isa sa mga pinaka-basic na formula sa accounting. Diba? Yung beginning inventory, plus purchases, plus ending inventory, para malaman yung cost of sale. Yeah? O minsan, para malaman yung ending inventory, di ba? Beginning inventory, plus purchases, minus cost of sale, di ba? Para malaman ang ending inventory, di ba? Ganun, huwag yung kalimutan to, parati rin gagamitin. And the variations depending on the other account. Kaya nga sabi ko last time pa, kailangan maalala nyo yung mga natutunan nyo nung FAR, AFAR, and other accounting subjects kasi dito na yan ma-apply sa odd probs. Yeah? Kasi as-one na yan binabato sa inyo eh. Yung mga problems na yan, as-one na yan, mga fundamentals, mga concepts, as-one na yan tinitira sa inyo. So with that, ano yung sabihin ko? Dito. Ngayon, before tayo pumunta, gawin muna natin to, si number 4, letter C. Uy, tiko man to siya. Unlock na to. Tiko to siya. Ha? Goods na? Okay. Ito rin, nagtiko. Okay. So, with that said, ang tanong, cost of sales after loss on inventory write-down for the month of, cost of sales after loss inventory. So, hanapin mo natin yung cost of sales. Ito yung ng cost of sales, beginning plus purchases plus ending, cost of sales. So, ang inventory natin, beginning, magkano? Multiply mo lang. Yeah? Saan yun? Multiply mo lang. Dito, ang beginning mo, 5 times 6. 300,000, 50,000 times 6, 300,000 plus 30,000 times 10. 300,000 ay ano? Calculate lang natin. Papahirapan pa natin sarili natin. 50k times 6 plus 30k times 10 plus 65 times 0.9. 65k times 90 cents, di ba? That is 658,500. Beginning inventory natin for the month of October. Plus yung mga purchases. So ito, given na may mga purchases, di ba? For product C, 70k times 6.50 and 30k times 8. To. Product P, 45 times 10.50 lang. Product A, 30k plus times 1.25. So ito. Purchases for the month of October, 1,205,000. So goods available for sale mo, 1,863,500. Ngayon, ending inventory mo at cost, diba? At cost kasi hindi ka pa nagano sa sa LCNRV mo, hanapin mo ng ending inventory mo at cost kasi at cost din sila, yeah? 655,500. So ang cost of sales mo 1,208. Excuse me po, 1,208,800. Excuse me. So, yan ang cost of sales mo. But balikan natin yung yung question. Cost of sales after loss on inventory write down. Kasi nga, yung mga ginawa mo dito, cost pa yung ginamit mo. Hindi mo pa na-apply yung concept ng LCNRV. Ngayon, i-apply mo na. So, loss on inventory write down, paano malalaman yan? Nandito. Allowance for inventory write down. Na take note, ito yung ending mo. Si 85,650, kaya nandito siya. Yeah? Yan yung ending mo. Kasi sinold mo from the ending balances, di ba? Ngayon, para malaman mo, magkano yung loss on inventory write down na ginawa mo, which is this one, dito, hanapin mo yung beginning para i-squeeze mo na lang siya. Yeah? So, paano malalaman? Di gamitin natin yung beginning. Diba? Ito, magkano yung cost mo? Same lang sige natin kanya, 658,500, diba? Dito yan siya. So, 300, galing yan sa 50K times 6, 30,000, sa product P, 30,000 times 10, 300. And sa product is 65K times 90 cents. So, yan yung cost mo. Kaya dito, similar. Ngayon, hanapin mo yung NRV nila. Na sir, ito times yan sa 90, ito times yan sa SP times 90% times 90%. At this point, hindi pa. Ang ito times mo lang siya sa cost to sell. Net of cost to sell. Bakit? Kasi take note, na yung 10% na bawas sa sales price, effective November 1 pa. Dito tinitingnan natin yung beginning. So, yung selling cost of 10% pa yung babawasan natin, ininet natin. Hindi pa kasama yung decrease in sales price kasi effective pa sa November 1. Kasi dito, ang tinitingnan natin yung beginning pa. So, yun, di ba? So, paano natin malaman? Selling price ng beginning inventory, 50K times 8. It's 400,000 times 90% para matanggal yung selling cost na 10%. Diba? So, 360. Sa product P naman, 30K ang beginning times mo sa selling price. So, that is 30 times 11, 330,000. Tanggalin mo na yung selling cost of 10%. So, times 90%. 297 ang NRV niya. Ngayon, product A naman, 65K times mo sa 2 pesos. That is, huwag natin yung mental math para sure, 130,000, yeah? Times mo ngayon, 90% para matanggal yung selling cost na 10%, so 170,000. Ngayon, hahanapin mo na yung lower of cost or net realizable value. Mas lower to, yeah? So dito. Mas lower to, so dito. Mas lower to, so ito. So ito na ngayon yung LCNRV mo. Kaya dito, malalaman mo na yung beginning sa allowance, so 3K. 65 yung 658,500 yung cost, pero yung LCNRV mo is 655,500. So nagkaroon ng allowance beginning 3K. So yun ngayon yung ilalagay mo dito. O ngayon, meron ka ng beginning. Tapos meron ka pang ending. Kasi nga, dito yung kinumpute natin sa ending balances, dito yung kinumpute natin sa beginning balance. So ngayon, squeeze mo na. Ano yung nangyari in between? Yun na si 82,650. Si squeeze me baby, yan. So ngayon, ito yung journal entry niya. Loss on inventory write down na nangyari that time for the month of October, credit allowance for inventory write down. So ngayon, masosolve mo na yung number 4 kasi ang tanong, cost of sales after loss on inventory write down. So yung cost of sales mo, 1,208,000 and you know that is based on cost. Yeah? So tanggalin mo na yung loss on inventory write down para ma-proper na recorded mo sa adjusted cost. With that, yung adjusted cost mo is 1 million. Cost of sales, yeah? Adjusted cost of sales, agatin. Cost of sales, yeah. 1,290,650 which is letter C. So yun, yeah. Compared sa number 1, 2, 3, napaisip tayo dito sa Number 4. Pero madali lang siya, di ba? Pag na-follow nyo yung pattern, LCNRV lang. Yeah? Basta wag kalimutan yung paulit-ulit. Ilang beses kung drinking game kayo, ilang beses kung sabi na titirahin kayo sa basics, wag nyo kalimutan ng basics. So with that said, good luck sa long exam natin for Friday, no? Friday morning. Pero ang topic doon is audit of cash and audit of receivables. With that said, okay, anong oras na? 9 p.m. Good night. Bye-bye. I love you. Sweet dreams.